Hello, magical beings. I am so happy that you are tuning in to this Astro forecast and vibe for the week. I'm also going to throw in some tarot cards right now. I'm feeling the witchy vibe. I'm feeling the Scorpio energy. I'm feeling the water trine in the sky. And it's a great time to lean into those tarot cards and your oracle cards and goddess, whatever you do, goddess, to tap into your intuition. This is the time for that. So I also have on a different screen, you'll see me just looking over to the screen, the chart for November 4th. And the thing that immediately just jumps out, it's like, look at me, holy moly, is the planet Mars, which just moved into Leo. So it was in the sign of Cancer, and it just shifted into Leo. So Mars is 0 degree Leo right now. And on Sunday, Mars started to make that shift from Cancer into Leo. Now we have Pluto at 29 degrees. The big news is that on November 19th, Pluto will move from 29 degrees Capricorn to 0 degrees Aquarius, making a profound collective shift in how we use power and how we step into our own authenticity and freedom and self-expression. Aquarius is, as weird as it gets, it's like the energy of being 100,000 million% you in every way, shape, and form. So on November 19th, as Pluto goes into that 0 degree mark in Aquarius, we're beginning that evolution, that revolution. It's not, I don't even like to use the word revolution, because revolve means to go back. This is evolution. This is like go forward into totally new territory. Before that happens, we've got Mars opposing Pluto. And anytime you have an opposition, you've got two planets in opposite signs, there's some tension, there's some pull. There can be a frustration of energy or a culmination of energy. Just like on a full moon, you have the sun and the moon opposite. Same thing with any opposition. It's just like a full moon. It's just what planets are in the play. So what planets are in the play? Pluto, the planet of transformation, ruled by Scorpio, the planet of alchemy, the planet of going into the deep, deep shadows, going into the subconscious, going under the surface, getting to the bottom of it, getting to the truth of the truth, Pluto. And the other planet, Mars. Mars is known to be the warrior planet. So we've got this truth seeking, authenticity, self-expression, warrior energy. And it is culminating. Now, this started on Sunday, so November 3rd. And we're going to feel this for quite a while, y'all, like quite a bit of time. The reason is because Mars is doing a dance between Cancer and Leo for a while. Mars is going to be retrograding later in a couple of months. So on November 3rd, Mars left Cancer, entered Leo. And now Mars will remain in Leo until January 6th. So all the way until next year. That's a pretty long time. Then Mars will go retrograde, station retrograde, December 6th. In between all of this, go back to Cancer on April 18th of 2025. So there's this backward and forward sort of dance that's happening in the sky with Mars. And for much of that time, at least from now until the new year, we're going to have this oppositional energy with Mars and Pluto. So you might already feel this as a little bit of tension. there's tension, we're easier to be frustrated. It's like you don't have as much bandwidth, you don't have as much patience. Mars is not a slow moving, slow loving, patient planet. Mars is like, I want to get shit done now. I want it my way now. Mars in Leo is for the self. It's also from the heart, but in this egoic level that we all experience on planet Earth, Mars in Leo is like, I want to make sure that I want this for me, and I want things to go my way, and I want to pull the attention towards what I want. So there's this self-fulfilling, um, self-energizing property when we have Mars in Leo. And I think this is a really good thing, especially if you tend to be a people pleaser or you tend to put others in front of you. It's going to put you back in the driver's seat and remind you what is worth fighting for. It will remind you that your heart is worth fighting for, what desires you really want that are worth fighting for and putting your energy into and putting your whole self into, because that's Leo. Pluto, in an opposition to that, will reveal all the things that are in our way, what has been in our way. So Pluto's still in Capricorn, we still have this pressure of authority that we're pushing against within ourselves, authority of our belief system, the old programs, the old stuff, the old thoughts that are either self-critical or saying that we're not good enough or that we should remain small, the ways that we should all over ourselves. And we want to stop that. We want to crush all that inner critic stuff right now. All that, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough, I don't have it together enough, whatever the story is around enoughness, whatever that is, we want to crush that. We want to use Mars in Leo, the sign that is learning about self-love in this lifetime. How do I love myself so freaking deeply, so dearly, that I'm going to stand up for myself? I'm going to stand up for my life. I'm going to stand up for the people that are in my corner. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. And oh my God, what perfect timing for Mars to move into Leo on election week. So there's a lot going on. We have this alignment that I just talked about. We also have election week. So we know tensions are high. Mars opposition to Pluto, not helping us relax at all. And then we have daylight savings happen if you live in the US, and you're in that kind of time zone shift experience. It can be kind of off-putting and it takes us out of our center, it takes us out of our balance, it kind of like deharmonizes us. So it's really important with all this tension energy to make sure that you are caring for yourself, that you are drinking enough water and going to bed at a time that feels like it's going to give you energy when you wake up the next morning, that you are taking moments throughout your day to take a break and to remember to breathe into your belly and slow down how fast you speak. That's a great way to regulate your central nervous system, is literally to slow down the rate of your speech and to make sure that you're breathing in your belly. Because let's not kid ourselves. Like, this is a poet week. This is an intense week. And then next week we have a full moon. So this whole week we also have a growing, waxing moon, bringing us next Friday into that full moon in Taurus and bringing our emotions up even more. So this is emotional. I would say this is emotional. And there's some tension in the week. So we want to be aware that other people might be a little short, and we want to remember to not take their stuff as our stuff, like not take it personally. and do our best not to react in our own situations, and to slow down and to breathe. The higher expression of this is you are in your power, you are tapped into your heart's energy, you are clearing the illusions that come up to you, or the blocks that are illusions. You are clearing them, you are moving them, you are using your language like a spell, you are spell casting positive, amazing energy into every day. You are waking up and you are thinking about all the things you are grateful for the second you open your eyes. You are loving yourself. You are saying all the things to yourself that remind you to love yourself. And you are even looking in the mirror, looking into your eyes and saying, oh my gosh, you are so beautiful. I love you so much. I'm so grateful that I'm in this body and I have this brain and that I'm here in this time because I'm here to make change and I'm a light. I am a light. Okay, so that's like the high expression of Mars and Leo, is this radiant, positive, radiating love, following your heart, trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And is it easy when you have an opposition to Pluto? No. But do we only do things that are easy? No. If you only did things that were easy, you would be like, let me speak for myself. If I only did things that were easy, I would be sitting on the couch. I know last week I talked about the show Lost. I'd be sitting on the couch and I would just be watching every episode of Lost, eating a bag of potato chips, not talking to anybody. I'm a Capricorn. Like, I'm happy by myself, right? But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to grow. Just like you, we're here to grow. So when we do the hard thing and we confront the challenge, we become more resilient. Oh my God, look at this. The Sun card. The Sun card just came out. This is the card that is the Leo's ruler in the tarot deck. So literally Mars, the planet, the warrior planet, goes into Leo. Leo, planetary influence, is the sun. And in tarot, it is the Sun card. So this is full self-expression, feeling comfortable in your own skin, being able to connect to your inner child. What lights you up? What helps your spark sparkle? What helps you feel like your authentic self? This little kid over here, this is like a naked 3-year-old, hair waving in the wind, naked as the day they were born, just enjoying the sun, receiving that radiating positivity, and feeling at home in themselves, feeling at home in their expression and their uniqueness, just being like full throttle themselves. All right, so the next card that is jumping out, the next card I pulled is the Lovers card. So around relationships, it came through reversed. Now, this reversed information guides us to observe where we are getting feedback in our feedback loop in our life that isn't quite aligned with what we hope the outcome to be. And in order to get that flipped right side up and to be able to connect with others, be it romantic, be it friendship, be it family, there gets to be new, deeper conversations, sometimes hard conversations that you don't necessarily want to have because they might feel uncomfortable or they might feel scary. It might have to do with you standing up for yourself, that Leo energy, standing up for what you want in life. Leo is also the sign of desires and pleasure and enjoyment of life. And in order to experience that in relationships, we want to have first a connection to our own relationship with our own self and make sure that we know what we want and are able to express and speak to the universe what it is that we really want and fight for that. Stand up for ourselves, lean into that energy, pour our energy into that thing. This is also a reminder, I'm just getting a reminder, tell the people that you love them. Remind the people that you cherish that you cherish them. Text two of your friends and tell them why you're grateful for them. Because this is the kind of energy that is like a domino effect, the Lovers card. How you are is going to impact how the other person is too. Your energy is influencing the other person, and their energy is influencing you. So making sure that you've got your own connection to yourself aligned and right, and then sending the love and the gratitude to the people around you, you can literally change your relationship like in an instant by saying something kind, by complimenting the person you're with. All right, the next card that comes out is the King of Coins. The King of Coins. This is an indication to be aware of what you are investing in. Coins could be financially, could be money, but when I think about investments, I also think about time investments. What are you investing your time in, and is it giving you the feedback of what you want to get out of it, of what you're really hoping to experience in this lifetime? If you are investing your energy in something that is frustrating you, or you're investing your energy in um, behaviors, thoughts, actions, it could be certain routines that aren't doing it for you anymore. Maybe it's time to switch things up. The King of Coins reminds us that we are making investments, and that could be financially. And I do believe that where you put your money is how you really vote. You vote with your money. You vote for yourself with your money, and vote for what your values are by how you invest. So it could be investing in something new, like a new program you want to do, or investing in something that's going to upgrade your life. The king is looking for upgrades. It wants to make your life easier. It wants to bring more grounding into your life. It wants to bring more systematic ease. You have to have a plan. That's what the king says. The king is like, what's your plan? Are you just going about willy-nilly, like on a whim and a prayer, wishing and a praying? It's fun sometimes, but if we're not getting the outcome we want, and we want different results, sometimes we have to do something different. And the King of Coins is is like a little reminder, very Saturnian. Hey, are you doing what you want, not what you want to do for instant gratification, but long term? Are you taking the actions that are going to give you long term fulfillment? What can you do that's going to give you a long term investment? I always feel like learning is such a long-term investment, where you invest in a course, you learn something new. There's also a specific financial thing where having more being like financially literate is going to support you on the next leg of your journey. Being aware of your finances, where are you leaking money that isn't supporting you, that isn't helping you invest in a future that you really want. So it's a time thing. This also is very Capricorn energy, this King of Coins, very Saturn, very Capricorn, a very like divine grandfather, not your grandfather, but the divine masculine energy. Let's make sure we have a plan. Let's make sure we have a system. Let's make sure we put it in the calendar, write a to-do list. It's very practical and grounded when we're talking about the King of Coins. So there's a call for a little bit more practicality. There's a call to be aware of how you are investing your time and your energy. And then there's this first card, which is the Sun, which is about stepping into the light, being yourself, making sure that you feel sane in your world, The sun is your sanity. Like, what can you do to make sure that you are feeling sane and grounded? Oh my God, King of Coins. This is also very presidential. Ugh. I'm realizing I'm like, yeah, yeah. There's like right, you know what I'm talking about. So this theme for this week truly is balancing and regulating your central nervous system with this Mars Pluto opposition. It's a lot, it's intense. We also have Mercury, the planet of the mind, just moved into Sagittarius. That's more fire, fire, fire. Mars is a fire planet. Mars and Leo, fire, fire. Sag, Mercury, more fire. And the North Node has been in Aries, fire. So now we've got a lot of water in the sky and we've got a lot of fire. So now we're talking about boiling hot water. We're talking about a hot tea. It could be like a delicious chamomile tea that soothes you and helps you feel connected and calm, or it could be boiling water that you burn your finger on or you spill on the floor. And we're in total control of the pace that we're moving at. When we have a lot of fire, we might feel rushed, pushed, go faster, do more. I would say, pump brakes a little bit and make sure that you're doing this long-term thing and that you've got a balance in your energy. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Negation and acknowledge, to get it all done and to do it all, because that could be a recipe for burnout. Okay, so slow it down a little bit, pump the brakes, not too much. We don't want any short stops. We're not trying to jerk our energy. We want to keep it calm, cool, collected, cool as a cucumber vibe as we go into the rest of this week. Enjoy, stay nice and relaxed to the best of your ability. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next week.